Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. But everything gon' be alright.
Well, some would say that surviving cancer is a good problem to have. But then what? Your life is never really the same after that experience, right? Well, now with more survivors living longer, there's a whole system built around life after cancer.
You know those guys with fear of commitment? Scott was one of them.
I would never commit to, do a car loan or buy a brand new car. I would date someone and get close to that, oh my gosh, maybe we're gonna get married, and then I would massively back away from it. I had decided there's no way I would ever buy a house.
Turns out it was all because of what happened to him when he was 24.
Had a little lump on my shoulder. Didn't really think much of it.
Tests at the time revealed stage 2 Hodgkin's lymphoma. Scott endured a year of chemo and radiation treatments, went into remission, and life moved on. But it was never the same.
When you're done with treatment, you're still not done with cancer.
Rochelle Lewis runs Cancer Support Community of North Texas. They provide support services for anyone impacted by cancer, whether they're patients, caretakers, friends, and it's all free.
People do so much better when you can combine really great first-class medical treatment with the psychosocial and emotional support component.
Scott, who doesn't fashion himself a therapy guy, gave it a shot. Through a counselor and a support group, he realized cancer was still impeding his decision-making. And suddenly, all of his anxieties about the future made sense.
The reason I didn't really want to have a child was what happens if he grows up and he's 4 or 5 years old and I get another cancer diagnosis.
Scott kept going to counseling, and ultimately it changed his perspective and his life.
Because it left an impact on me, a very positive impact.
You want me to eat it? All right.
I was able to, get past and do some other things, get married, have a child.
All right. Now, they do more than just sit around and talk about cancer. Whether you're a patient or a survivor, they really do help you to prepare for retirement. You can plan vacations, trying to live through this sort of new normal that we always hear about. To learn more about Cancer Support Community, go to cancersupporttexas.org. And I like to share this stuff because even if you yourself are not a cancer survivor, maybe you know someone who is, maybe they know someone who needs a little help. So this is the type of story that you could share over and over. I'll be sure to post it to my social media pages.
It's a good reminder too, because I think when we hear the words remission, you're just like, oh, awesome, kind of an attaboy and move on.
But not really.
Well, it's hard to imagine. You're going through a battle. It's hard to imagine you wouldn't come out the other side with some wounds, emotionally and otherwise. So
you know what I love about Scott is you saw him tending to a garden. That is like the ultimate investment. That's his garden. So he's a commitment guy now. I love it.